Hello, welcome to Class 8 Summary and Review. As you can see, in this class, we learned about the desiderative prefix. Desiderative is just a fancy way of referring to desire, what someone wants. That's what this prefix indicates. Actually, there are two. First, su, and second, ni. Su indicates mental, what's in your mind. It is not yet spoken. Ni, on the other hand, does refer to what is being spoken, something that has been spoken, because ni indicates speech, okay? So for example, if you want to say want to eat, you can say sudukka. That's what you want in your mind, versus nidukka. That is a verbal, spoken desire. Or to drink, suhibi versus nihibi. Both mean want to drink, but again, suhibi, it's in your mind, versus nihibi, it is spoken. So one of the questions I asked throughout the class was hima su blank sudukka. Hima su blank sudukka, which means what does the blank want to eat? Hima means what, but as I mentioned in class, this hima, this kind of what, always refers to something concrete, physical, that can be actually held in some sense. By contrast, if I say, what is your name? That kind of what is abstract. It's referring to your name, and a name cannot be held and touched. So just keep that in mind. Hima always refers to an object, physical object, like food. Hima su blank sudukka. What does the blank want to eat? Or to ask what they want to drink, you just replace sudukka with suhibi. For example, you might say, hima sunatsi isudukka. Hima sunatsi isudukka. What does the boy want to eat? Or you might ask, hima sunatsi isuhibi. Hima sunatsi isuhibi. What does the boy want to drink? Again, you don't know what he wants to eat or drink. It's in his mind. It hasn't yet been spoken. That's why you use these verbs with the su prefix. To answer this question, you might say, su blank, ka blank, sudukka. The blank wants to eat the blank, or su blank wants to drink the blank. For example, if it was the boy we were talking about, again, you might say, sunatsi ikapapi sudukka. Sunatsi ikapapi sudukka. The boy wants to eat papi, the corn or the pine nut mush. Or sutza akapa asuhibi. Sutza akapa asuhibi. The girl wants to drink water. Notice I have that ka on the left in brackets. That's because it is optional. You don't have to say that word, but you also can. Either way is perfectly fine. So in my classes, I think you know by now, I'll have oftentimes two different images, two different people, and that is who I'm asking about. What does blank, this boy on the left or the right, want to eat or want to drink? What does the guy on the left want to eat? And that's the questions you have to listen to know how to identify what I'm asking about and respond appropriately. So if I say, hima sunatsi isuhibi, hima sunatsi isuhibi, what does the boy want to drink? And you would say, sunatsi I tsirupi suhibi. Sunatsi I tsirupi suhibi. The boy wants to drink tsirupi, the Indian tea. Or if I said, hima sunana sudukka. Hima sunana sudukka. I'm asking, what does the man want to eat? You would say, sunana papi isudukka. The man wants to eat papi. I also introduced a new word, da'ayu, which means toddler, okay? Not a baby, not really necessarily a boy, like an older big boy, but it is a toddler, okay? Toddler. Hima suda'ayu sudukka. Hima suda'ayu sudukka. What does a toddler want to eat? Looks like he also wants to eat. Papi, or hima sumogotni sudukka. Hima sumogotni sudukka. What does the woman want to eat? Sumogotni ka agai sudukka. Sumogotni agai sudukka. The woman wants to eat agai, trout. We also spent time asking everyone in the class, Hima sudaka. Hima sudaka. What do you want to eat? Again, I'm asking, what do you want to eat? It's in your mind. I don't know yet. It's in your thoughts. And so that's why I'm using the su prefix. And to answer, you can say ne blank sudaka. Ne blank sudaka. You're telling me what's in your mind. So that's why you're using su. So if I ask somebody named Dan, Hima sudaka. What do you want to eat, Dan? And Dan says, ne huba sudaka. Ne huba sudaka. I want to eat soup. Now, what if I'm asking someone else, what does Dan want to eat? He's already said what he wants to eat, but I want to ask someone else what he said he wants to eat. I'm going to say this, Hima Dan niduka. Hima Dan niduka. What does he say he wants to eat? Now I'm using that ni prefix because it has been spoken. And you would say, Dan huba niduka. Dan huba niduka. Dan wants to eat soup. Means he wants to eat soup, but it specifies by speech. He has said it because ni is a prefix indicating speech. Also introduce more animals. For example, mouse, bungadzi, bungadzi, bungadzi. Hima sudogogwa sudaka. Hima sudogogwa sudaka. What does the rattlesnake wants to eat? Sudogogwa bungadzi sudaka. Sudogogwa bungadzi sudaka. The rattlesnake wants to eat bungadzi, mouse. Another animal term we learned, duna, 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 antelope. Himasu isha sudaka. Himasu isha sudaka. What does the wolf want to eat? Su isha duna sudaka. Su isha duna sudaka. The wolf wants to eat antelope. Also learned a common useful term, phrase, or sentence, or a statement. And that is, if you don't know something, then you can say, Kai subiraguatu. Kai subiraguatu means don't know. Kai is a negation mean don't or do not, and subiraguatu. Subiraguatu means no. Subiraguatu. Kai subiraguatu. Don't know. Or to specify specifically, I do not know, you can say, Nerai subiraguatu. Nerai subiraguatu. So, if I were to say, Himasu dina sudaka. Himasu dina sudaka. What does the antelope want to eat? Kai subiraguatu. Don't know. Nerai subiraguatu. I do not know. Or let's continue to practice. Again, throughout the class, that's what I do. You just ask questions a lot and you got to respond and practice and practice and practice. All that repetition of hearing and saying it helps you to learn. So, Himasu iza'a sudaka. Himasu iza'a sudaka. What does the coyote want to eat? Su iza'a gide sudaka. Su iza'a gide sudaka. The coyote wants to eat gide, groundhog. Or Himasu gama sudaka. Himasu gama sudaka. What does the jackrabbit want to eat? Kai subiraguatu. Don't know. Ne gai subiraguatu. Do not know. Or let's try another one. Himasu bungadzi sudaka. Himasu bungadzi sudaka. What does the mouse want to eat? Cheese. One way I learned to say cheese from Harold Miller is bizidugu nasan. Bizidugu nasan. So bizi means milk. Dugu is a word that indicates flesh. So I think that refers to like the curding of the milk, how it curdles. And nasan just means that it's kind of, you cook it. It's been cooked somehow. So it becomes cheese. Bizidugu nasan. All right, now on the right, Himasu bugu sudaka. Himasu bugu sudaka. What does the horse want to eat? Nerai subiraguatu. Kai subiraguatu. I don't know. All right, one last for you guys to practice with on your own. Pause the video and ask the questions and answer the questions. All right, until next time then, for the next class, mubunidwa. See you later.